Hello and welcome, I'm Harmony and I'm so happy to be here. If you'd like to know more about me, you can check out the link to my website and to my Facebook page in the description box below. So today's topic is about follow your heart, and I started talking about another topic earlier about the separation of illusion, and I did another one a while back, but I never posted it, and I thought of redoing it. But when I started talking, this is what came through. So this is what's coming through today. So if anybody needs to hear this today, or any time when it's your time to listen to this, I hope it reaches you. So if you want to understand what does following your heart mean, now, when we talk about heart, not everybody, but most people think about emotions, and they think like we ignore the reasoning mind or the logical mind of thinking. So, what does following the heart mean? And to me, when I look into my heart, to me, it is a bridge between the chakras. So if you know about the chakras, we've got the 3 lower chakras and the 3 higher chakras, and the heart is in the middle. So the heart is the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras. And what are the lower chakras? They're mostly to do with the physical, okay, and the higher chakras are to do mostly with the spiritual. So I'll just briefly talk about it. So we've got the root chakra, that is at the base of the spine, and that is to do with the material security and safety that we've got here on earth. And the second one is the sacral chakra, that is to do more with the creativity and how we create things, how we bring them to life into the physical. And then we've got the willpower, how we use that willpower to do whatever we have to do. Then we've got the heart chakra, that is to do with our feelings and emotions, and how it's like a fuel to do whatever we want. This is how we feed whatever we want to do. And then we've got the throat chakra, that is these are the starting the spiritual chakras, mostly related more to the spiritual side of us. So it's about self-expression, how we express, how we talk our truth, speak our truth. And then we've got the third eye, and that's like how we perceive things, not from a human perspective, but from a higher perspective, and get the vision how things can be, like see other things, and so that are beyond the 3D. And then we've got the crown chakra, that is connected to the universe and the wisdom of the universe. It's all open to the whole of consciousness that exists, all that is. So obviously we've got like further higher chakras. And so why is the heart, feeling the heart, not only emotion? So to me, this is the heart is where what is the center of our being. And because we are in this human body, and our spiritual body is in the human body. So these are how the energy centers are placed in the human body as well. So this is how they are. At a spiritual level, it's all one. It's all in becomes one. But when we are here, it's split into 7, and the middle one is the heart, and that's the center. So the heart is the center of the consciousness, and it also has the unconditional love. So when I talk about consciousness, now we've got the consciousness of the human, that is, we can call it the lower mind, and then we've got the higher mind, that is the higher consciousness, or the higher self-consciousness, and we've got the Christ consciousness, that is the unity consciousness, that is one with source, everything with source, one with all that is. So this consciousness that is residing in the center of our heart is fulfilled by the unconditional love that exists. So at the spiritual level, at the soul level, at our core, we are all consciousness. So consciousness is the wisdom of God, and then we've got of source, if you like, and then we've got the love of God, so the unconditional love of God, or love of source that exists. So that's the love of God that is within our heart. And anything that we do, when we place our hand on our heart, and then we feel if that feels right to us. Well, there is no right and wrong, but if that feels good to us, then we can go ahead with it. But that doesn't mean we ignore the the thinking mind. It only means that we are following the soul, the purpose of the soul, of our path, of what we came here to do. And this is what it is. And the path of the heart, when we follow the heart, it is both we are following our higher consciousness, because the mind asks a lot of questions. So the mind's job is to ask questions, because that's the lower mind that is ruled by the ego, and the ego is trained, it seems, with all the programming that we get from the time we are born. And when certain things happen, the ego will kick in and say, no, this is not how it should be, this is how it should be, because we are used to it and this is the norm. But for the higher mind, when the ego mind is asking a question, then the higher mind knows that the answer is in the heart. So whenever the ego mind, or any, you have any questions, you ask the question and listen to your heart. What does your heart say? How do you feel? What does it say? What is it talk? You will feel that that this is going to be the path for you, or whatever decision you've got to make, and this is going to be for you. So when I say following the heart, again, like, this is what I wanted to stress on this video. It's all about following the heart. When the mind is asking a question, the heart knows the answer, because the heart has got both the consciousness and the love and the wisdom of God, of source. And when we ask that question, and this is our source, this is our own soul essence that will answer this question by giving us a hint by the way we feel. And the body does have feeling, and when we connect to the heart, like, you can feel, like, when you think about something and feel it, see what feeling you get. And if the feeling is not very nice, then that's not going to be fulfilling. But if the feeling is nice, then this is the path. So by following your heart, you're following the you know, the path of the least resistance, because the heart knows that, you know, this is the path. Just allow it to be. Just accept whatever is happening. Accept it to be. Accept that and allow it to be, and just follow it. Follow through it. Because when you start to create, you know, resistance, when the heart says, oh no, 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 and the questioning mind kicks in and says, no, this shouldn't be this way. It can't be this way. It cannot be. And it's you have a hard time accepting it. So even though, like, you know, the heart feels bad, feels hurt, or whatever the heart feels, and the mind kicks in and says, like, this is not the way it should be, then you know it's coming from the lower mind. But if you listen to the heart and accept it and say, okay, I accept what's going on, so why did this thing happen? And you tap into the higher consciousness, your higher consciousness, and that is going to help you find the answer. And you'll certainly see that a different answer comes to you from a much, much higher perspective. So whenever you have to make a decision, or, you know, I see it works, it really works when you place your left hand on your heart and ask the question and see what comes up, what comes through. So following one's heart is not like the way people have, you know, use it in the romantic way. If you love someone, then forget about everything else and, you know, just go for that, or whatever way you can imagine on earth it is here, the way we talk about what love is. But at the source level, love is unconditional. There are no conditions. It's unconditional, and it's fulfilling, it's loving, it's not like lack. There is no lack in it. There's no loss in love. There is only abundance in love, abundance of love. Like, if we can use this term for love, it's all abundance of it. And at the same time, you've got the light of God, that is the wisdom. So when they are both in your heart, in our heart, and when we are asking the question, the questioning mind, the ego mind, the lower mind asking the question, the heart will answer it. It's just you need to allow it to be, allow the answer to come through. And once it comes through, then we can move forward. And it's always, always asking if it's for your highest good and the highest good of all. So whoever is concerned, you know, whoever is concerned. So yeah, this is what wanted to come through today, talking about following the heart. So the heart is like a compass, and use it. We've got this compass within us. Why not use it to make our lives more beautiful and more fulfilling, and just keep moving on this beautiful path wherever we are going, and trusting it. So I hope this helps, and yeah, so I'll see you